You see this? That was me, fat, no confidence, hiding under baggy shirts. And this? That's me now, muscular. I had man boobs, zero confidence, zero consistency, and zero hard work. Honestly, I thought I would stay a lazy piece of shit forever, but I proved myself wrong. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact steps I took. No fucking fluff, just real work and real results. If you are tired of looking in the mirror and hating what you see, stick around. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to start your own transformation today. I was overweight and I felt depressed. Most nights were the same: junk food, mindless shows, and habits I wasn't proud of. It felt good for a moment, to be honest, but I woke up heavier, slower, and empty. Being short and fat made me look like Joe. I avoided people. I am naturally an introverted person, but this was different, man. I was hiding myself. My chest kept getting worse. Shirts got tighter, and I even stopped being more social. I kept saying I would start Saturday, and Saturday kept passing. So I did something different. I pulled out my phone and filmed a short video for my future self. I said, in 3 months, I'm done quitting, I'm watching this, and I'm changing now. Because I had failed challenges before, but this time the camera was my accountability. So that was my promise, and that was the start of my journey. So here's the clip that I was talking to myself. Let me. This is me currently, big fat this. After 1 month, you're gonna see the changes. See you next month. The date will be 10/9/2021. It's gonna be a secret one. It's gonna be between me and you. Oh God, I wish, man. Just let us see the outcome. Then we talk. Then we, justify the things. So to begin, I didn't choose a perfect plan. I chose something that I could actually do right now. I would walk long walks every day. I would not lift at the start. Just wanted to keep things simple at the start. I would eat protein at every meal and cut carbs way down. It's not keto, it's just low carb diet. If I slip, I would allow a cheat day sometimes, then get back on plan. I will not track calories, steps, my waist, or taking any pictures. I would not fix sleep yet because I wasn't used to it. I would only just walk and eat protein day after day. The first week were slow. My legs burned, but I still kept going. A few weeks in, I felt more lighter and more in control. That's when I knew I could add more next steps. For almost a year, I kept things super simple at home. Just me in my room doing push-ups, burpees, and boxing workouts. I even pushed myself to do 2 sessions a day. So at that time, I even tried intermittent fasting too. So for my sleeping schedule, I didn't bother tracking my sleep. I just slept whenever I could. Sometimes it was early, sometimes it was late, but I still got around 8 hours of sleep. So when I finally joined the gym, it was kind of messy at first. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it still kind of worked. So I trained 6 days a week, mostly doing split workouts. To be honest, I targeted chest way too much, so I hammered my chest way too much in the beginning. Yo, so I've changed my place. Okay, so when it came for legs, I trained legs twice a week. Legs were very tough for me, so I forced myself to hit them twice a week. So on Wednesday, I trained my quads, and on Thursday, which is the next day, I trained my hamstrings with calves. That was my legs schedule. So for cardio, I did cardio like 30 minutes of cardio after each session of lifting. When it came for supplements at the start, I only used whey isolate, 5 grams of creatine, pre-workouts, fat burners, and plus with multivitamins and omega-3s. I did all of this on a student budget because I couldn't buy all of the supplements. You know, if you go to the supplements store, there's a lot of supplements. You know, you have like a lot. So I was on a student budget. I only bought whatever was necessary for me. Now, because I stayed consistent, I started to see changes fast. My arms and traps popped out first because probably I'm short, but they stood out more. My abs took the longest to come in. Little by little, everything started to change. So on food, I went from very low carb to adding more carbs to build muscle. And when I started my bulking phase, I also get my protein higher for better recovery. When it came to scaling my foods, I used MyFitnessPal. It's a famous app. Everybody knows about that app. If you don't know, you're stupid. Anyways, so when I logged in my food, it was about, so the macros was about 200 grams of protein and around 150 to 200 grams of carbs. So that was my macronutrients. And when it came for sleeping, so this time I took the sleeping more seriously. I respected my bedtime. When I started my fitness journey in 2019, you know, I have trained hard, you know, to change my shape. And then what bothered me was these gynos. You know, I had gynecomastia. If you don't know what is gynecomastia, it's basically you get this small limp on your boobs. So I had this issue, you know, I was fit, I was muscular, but this thing really ruined my shape. Yeah, so then I did research that you can't remove this gynecomastia with doing tons of workouts, doing chest dips or doing chest flies. You can't remove them by doing tons of exercise because there's a lump. You have to remove that. You have to get surgery, you know. So I did surgery in Oman, Muscat, in September 2023.
Hi, how are you, Thor? Today they're going to take the pipes and these kind of things. You know, they're going to take the bandages. So I am excited to see what will be the results.
That's when I did my surgery. So after the surgery, you know, the thing got removed, you know, that limp, the gyno got removed. I got, you know, much better results, you know, the shape was there. But it took me 1 month or about 1 to 3 months to be recovered fully. Here's my advice to you, okay? It's really, you know, it's not about PRs, personal records. It's not about the scale. The three main things that you really need is, if you dial these three things, you'll be unstoppable. Number one is consistency. You know, it's a simple thing. Second thing is discipline. And the last but not least is hard work. If you dial in these three things, the results will come, you know, the scale will come, your waist will look better, you know, you will be able to do whatever you dreamed of. Okay, so enough with boring stories. Now let's get into the exact steps that I took in order to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So remember, I was fat, but I gained muscle and lost fat. So I'm going to show you the exact steps that I took. Let's get in. So here's the thing, okay? If you're fat, you have to drop the carbs. Your carbs should be very low and your protein should be very high. That's it. And if you are skinny, you have to raise your carb plus your proteins. When I say carb, focus on healthy carbs, okay? You have complex carbs such as potatoes, rice, cream of rice, okay? Focus on these carbs. So if you mess up once, don't mess up twice. Make your next choice better. We all mess up. You know, there are times where I end up doing cheat meals twice, but I fix it, okay? I make my next choices better. Okay, so these are the things, you know. And you might be surprised, hey, this guy said he's gonna promise something. All he gave was short explanations. Okay, listen. I've made a system, an OBS system that really teaches you how to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So here's the thing. If you're sitting there, eating chips, scrolling, and wishing that you will have the physique you want, it's not gonna work like this. It's not gonna work if you're procrastinating alone. Okay, so I have made a system that actually works. You can find that system in the description below. It teaches you, it's a complete course, it's a guide that teaches you how to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Okay, so you know what to do. If you're here to support me, I'll be very thankful. You can subscribe, you can like, you can share, you can do whatever you want, and I will be thankful. Okay, cheers.